Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Frances Life. This is my sister Enya. I'm sure you'll recognize her if you've watched the 7-minute Tabata workout that we did.
That was
it was a bit tough, but I thought about this video and it really sparked an interest in my mind. I think it's just something that I would love to talk about, and I suggested it to Enya, and she was pretty keen to do it. It's pretty much like what real life struggles we go through on a daily basis, and just like also like women's struggles. And so if you are interested in this video, please carry on watching and give us a thumbs up.
and the subscribe button in the corner.
Yes, just if you want to keep following our videos. This is a variety channel. Unfortunately, Michael is not with us today. He's at work working really hard. And yeah, let's proceed with this video. Okay, what's the first question?
The first question for you is, what are your goals for 2019 that you've set so far? Like, I know we're already into February, but now, like, where do you see, now that you've gotten a feel for January, what is your mindset from here out?
Okay, well, goals in terms of mindset, I would say I'm trying to work on a more positive mindset and just sort of make myself really present in the moment. From what I've learned is like I've always like worried too much about the future, yeah. And it's caused real anxiety on my part, and it's just not the way I want to live my life. So my goal for 2019 is just to be more present in daily basis, and in my marriage and in my family, in my work, in anything, and just to become really humble and happy is the goal. So I'm keeping it pretty simple. And yeah, we'll see how we go from there. What's your goals for 2019?
Well, my goals for 2019 are very simple. It's just to reconnect with my family again, and sort of get myself further in a sense of independence-wise, coming out of what I did in 2018. It's sort of just leaving it behind in 2018 because it's no longer, and sort of just focusing on myself and my goals and getting to where I need to be, and just focusing like solely on myself, because I've been so erratic with like looking after everybody else and everything in 2018, and so much happening that I actually forgot who I was and what I've achieved to where I am now. So I just sort of need to embrace that more. And like I want to take 2019 on headstrong. Like I want to get there. I want to get there. I want to make sure that I make the most of 2019. It's whether it be body goals or life choices that I make. I just want everything to be a whole lot better, and I feel like 2019 is the year. It's the year, and just to sort of be around my family and spend time with them, and not lose out on that in losing myself in trying to fix everything else. So sort of just grounding myself all over again, and figuring out who I am all over.
Giving yourself some love instead of giving it all away.
Yes.
Okay, now I get it. Okay,
that's pretty much. And
that's for question number 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
Let's see what question number 2 is. Okay, where are you at within your mindset? How do you feel? What is happening? Okay, I feel like this is sort of tying with question 1. But yeah, I feel like you should go first.
Well, my mindset at the moment is I'm sort of, like I said, coming out of a very bad 2018, I'm ready for the good.
Okay.
I'm prepared. I'm opening myself up to the good, instead of overthinking, having anxiety, thinking of what's going to happen in my next step, where instead of, like you said, living in the present, just being like, okay, this is what's happening. Just accept it. You have no control over it.
You can only
control
what's within.
Yes, within
right
your boundaries, and just sort of like, it's my mindset is get your shit done. Get your shit done. Just look after yourself, flourish, and make sure that you are happy. You and yourself are happy, and that's sort of the mindset I'm going into 2019 with. Like, smash your goals one by one, take them on like you've never taken anything on before, and just sort of make sure you do everything to the best of your ability. And like, what's put me in this sort of position is like with 2018 being such a heavy year, with Adiada passing away, me going through such a bad relationship, coming out of it, having to be so unselfish for so long. I feel like it's my turn now. It's my turn now, and I know it sounds selfish, but it really is my turn. I mean, coming from a mother who's taught us to be so selfless, I think we've done that for too long. So now it's time to sort of actually sit back and say, what do I deserve? At what point do I get to self-love? So this is the year of doing that. That's my mindset.
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay.
And you, where's your mindset at, and what's happening in your life that's put you there?
Okay, so just a little bit of backstory. 2019 has been quite a fresh start in general. Like, we moved to a different suburb, we've got a beautiful home, we've got good jobs, we're very grateful, and I feel like I speak on behalf of Michael as well, my husband. We're really positive coming into 2019, and then literally tomorrow will be a week ago. Michael got into a car accident and our car got written off. It was not his fault, but it set us back just a little bit. It was quite a shock to the system, but literally that happened a week ago, and something positive has come out of it. Like, we've got ourselves on track. I mean, the insurance is paying us out. We're getting a new vehicle. I mean, things are moving forward. In just over a month, we are going on a cruise, on a holiday that I feel we really deserve.
Yes.
It's been so, in a sense of like, I found myself struggling to find positivity in my mind on a daily basis this past week. I've just been struggling of like, why now? Why us?
Why does it keep happening?
Why? Like, what is the lesson from this, and what can we take from this? So I threw this question to myself back and forth in my mind, and I just thought to myself to go back to basics and just be grateful. I'm so grateful that Michael came out of that accident alive and unharmed. Yes. Obviously his body was just a bit sore from the impact and hurt his hand a bit from blocking the airbag. But overall, he's healthy, he's here, and a car can be replaced, he can't be. So I just find myself feeling very grateful upon all of this, and
in that, the positivity is fed back to you. It's like the
vibe
that you put out, you brought back to yourself.
So it's just, as much as I've always just tried to be grateful, this is just a huge eye-opener as to say, no matter what happens in your life, and how much you can control, some things you can't. So yeah, this is sort of just feeding off of, and you're like you sometimes try to control as much as you can, and then it just wakes you up and something happens, and it's a huge eye-opener to be grateful and know that you are blessed to have a roof over your head. And so my mindset in this week and what's happening right now, I just getting back to a lot of things, just trying to
reach back to positivity.
Yes, reach back to being positive. It's really hard, I'm not gonna lie. Also, we're trying to get back into running again. Like, every time we try and get back into running, like this accident happened. We've got so much to do in terms of like we're still saving for our trip coming now. I mean, we've got everything paid for, everything's paid for, all that. We've just got to save the last bit. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. We are very grateful that my mom does live with us and is able to look after animals while we won't be here. And we are also very grateful that Michael's bus was able to borrow us the bakkie while we did not have a vehicle this past week. So I'm very grateful for that, and just, yeah, that is what's going on in my mind, and yeah, it hasn't been easy.
Not at
But
all.
I'm just hoping for the best now moving forward.
Yes.
Okay, what is the next question?
Okay, daily
Oh gosh.
struggles.
I feel like all these questions are just relating to everything.
What is your
Okay.
daily struggle in general? Like,
Okay.
without thinking of what's happening now, even though that's a big part of what's happening, but your daily struggles, whether it be from yesterday to 2 years ago, and how you've built on it.
Okay, so my daily struggles is, okay, first of all, I am not a morning person. My husband is, and bless him for that. I love him for it. I'm just not a morning person, so just moving on that, like I struggle to get up in the morning just because like I'm always overtired. And just it takes me a minute just to adjust and wake up. I would say my daily struggles are just being a human being and a woman, and just like it also ties in with running and exercise and all of that. Like for a very long time I felt very uncomfortable in my own skin, and I've just I don't always struggle with it every day though, but most days I try to be as positive, and now I'm getting to a more confident feeling within my body and within myself. So I just try to motivate myself every day. I love watching and following Mel Robbins. She speaks a lot about the 5-second rule, about changing your mindset of not thinking in the negative all the time. So I just also just try to get myself out of negative mindsets and into a positive on a daily basis that I won't lie, I struggle with on a daily basis. I am positive every day, but not all day, every day. So in that sense, like, yeah, those are my daily struggles. Otherwise, everything else is pretty good, and I'm very happy. So yeah, what are your daily struggles?
Well, to start off with, I don't sleep much. I don't sleep much. Like, I used to be a heavy sleeper, if you ask Sam. But ever since I've started working and studying, which I'm now a qualified technician, pharmacist technician, so my job on a daily basis is a struggle. It's very, not only emotionally and mentally demanding, it's physically demanding. Like, I'm on my feet 8 hours of the day, sometimes 10, running all the time. Like, my work area, my actual work is a very busy place. And my daily struggle with that is, even though like I help people on a daily basis, my job is to not fix people, but to help them medically in order where it can be from a cancer patient to a Down syndrome child to somebody who's perfectly healthy with just the flu or the bug, or you know, those sort of things. And it humbles you on a daily basis seeing these people. And my struggle comes in where some days I can't help those people. Like, you see a cancer patient walking in pain, and it's like these people are such heartfelt people. Like, they're such pure people, and the way that their cancer or their disease has humbled them, it makes you realize how special life is to you. And it's an eye-opener every single day. So my struggle comes in when I'm unable to help that person.
Out of your control.
It's even though it's out of my control. Like when a drug goes off the market and you have to go and deliver this to this person, this news to this person. you're basically giving them their death sentence. And this happens so often that I can't help but stand there and cry, because you can't, as much as it's not in your control, you can't help this person. As much as you've tried and you've struggled and you've helped them every month after that, you see them in the pharmacy almost every second or third day, and they are literally coming to get their next life supply for the month.
Sure.
So it's my daily struggle is when I wake up in the morning. I'm an okay morning person sometimes, but because I haven't really slept, and then sort of going into work, I have to mentally prepare myself for what the day has ahead, and you never know what person you're going to be working with. In retail, it's very different. You're dealing with 50 different personalities a day, so you're having to shift that personality and those people every single day, dealing with them on different levels. And then you get those select few people, your cancer patients, or these people with these rare diseases coming in there, and they are just such precious people, and you create a bond with them. They become your patient, your customer, they become almost like a friend. And then, like, you have to give them heart-wrenching news. It can happen literally within a snap of a finger. It's like black and white. You can't, and it's very difficult to do that. I mean, it's a struggle on a daily basis. Even seeing a kid getting sick on the floor and their mom is like on her last nerve, and you just want to go and help that child and give her a few seconds for herself, because you can see she's literally on the edge of losing her mind. So it's like those daily things that can be a blessing and a struggle at the same time, because not only are you learning new things from the people, but you're also helping those people in the smallest way, and walking away with that. At the end of the day, as much as the day was a struggle, you walk away with a sort of like I helped that person, like even just for those few seconds or that minute or two, you've helped that person.
So it's satisfying.
It is satisfying, even though it's a struggle on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And juggling life at the same time. It's
Question was, what motivates you?
okay. Getting up every day, knowing it's a fresh start to a day, new opportunities, new chances to make things right, new chances to build and grow, and just completely immerse yourself in yourself.
Okay.
What motivates you on a daily basis?
Knowing that I am waking up and I'm breathing immediately is just a good feeling. What motivates me is just reaching my goals, like being excited for the future. I listen to music. That's what also ups my mood, and I just feed off of that basically, because all to me goes on how I feel when I wake up, and what motivates me is knowing that it's entirely possible to reach my goal. And yes, it's hard, but it's not impossible. And just an incredible amount of support, especially from my husband. Like, he is my biggest motivator and biggest support system ever. And yes, so that's what motivates me. And just knowing the possibilities, the endless possibilities, is just very motivating in itself to me.
Okay, next question. What does feminism mean to you?
Okay, feminism is actually a really big deal to me. It's really important in a sense of work environment, in equalization. Like, I fully believe that we have as much of an opinion as men do. I really thrive on motivation from my girlfriends, from my sister, from my mom, just as a woman, I think it is so important to motivate your girlfriends, your sisters, your moms, any woman, your colleagues in work. It's so important to support them, and just being a woman yourself, the comparisons, and just it's really important in a sense of we can do it too. There shouldn't be, oh, we can't do it because we're not strong enough, or oh, we can't do it because we're not qualified enough, or we can't do it because oh, we are a woman. That's not a good enough excuse. Like, to me, it's very important, and that's just how I feel.
For me, I feel feminism is extremely important because nowadays, being in my generation, like anywhere between your 20s to your 25s, it's very difficult being a woman as such, or growing into a woman, because so many girls have so much hate these days for other women, and they're looking at all of these other women and seeing all of these chicks on Instagram or Facebook and worshipping them and looking at them and saying to themselves, or trying to make themselves look like that. Like, my view of feminism, yes, it has a lot to do with how you empower a woman and how you empower the next woman. And by putting things out like that on social medias, and our generation being so ugly towards each other and saying such hateful things, it doesn't encourage the feminism or support each other at all. And it's disgusting the way that people speak, or girls speak to each other these days, or women that speak. You should be motivating that person. Like, I respect women that do that. I have a lot of respect for women that will walk up to you and be like, oh my word, you look so beautiful. Like, no matter how pretty you are or how ugly you are, it doesn't take much to literally, no, but it's not only in that, it's that support. Like, how good do you feel when you not only walk away from saying something like that to someone, or having someone say that to you? I mean, there are so many girls struggling these days. There's so many women struggling these days with being a depressive person, or their anxiety, or just feeling like they are in this closed shell and nobody sees them, and everybody's just walking past them and not looking at them as a person. So feminism doesn't only start in your workplace. It starts with you. How you project yourself onto people, and how you encourage those other women to do that. Because, like I said, walk up to a girl, smile at her, just give her a compliment. I tell you, you probably would have saved someone that day. Yeah. It's literally, you can walk up to someone and say, I love your shoes, or you look so good today. It will make that woman's day. So I feel like feminism, no, you have no idea what they're going through. So I feel like feminism is a huge, of huge importance, not only to us, but to other women as well. And I feel it needs to be projected, because it's insane how many women are actually committing suicide. How many friends of mine have committed suicide because of the fact that they felt like they didn't have a place in this world, because they were insecure, or everybody just walked past them and nobody thought of them or put them in the group or whatever. That's where your feminism starts. Like, come back to your basics. Look at your circle around you. Encourage them to encourage others. So that's my biggest thing on feminism. Your next question is, what do you believe in? Your morals, your values, etc.
Okay. I'm a very big believer in things happening for a reason. Because even if you don't know what that reason is, and I always ask myself this, especially if something big happens in your life that you just don't understand, I just understand that it's happening for a reason, and like I said, even if you don't know what that reason is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big believer in some doors closed for others to open, big opportunities, or to lead you down a better path, and I also do believe that God doesn't give you something you can't handle. Yeah, I just also believe in supporting everybody in work life, in family life, in anything. There is no reason to be ugly. There is no reason to not say please or thank you. There is no reason not to greet somebody that you know, regardless of what you're going through. And just to be present and humble, and I really just do value my relationships with everybody, like whether it be with my husband, with my sister, with my mom, with my brother, with my colleagues, with my friends, with other family. It's just, I think it's very, very important to make an effort as well. Regardless of what you're going through in your life, I mean, it matters to make an effort. And I just really value when people make an effort and are loyal and are honest. I really, really value honesty. Through my experience in my life, I've been lied to for a very long time and in relationships before. And it's just not what I want for myself or my family or for my marriage, within my marriage or within any relationship. I just really value trust, honesty, and like just being kind as well. Like kindness does not cost a thing. So, yeah, that's just where I'm at with morals and values. What are your morals and values?
Well, my morals and values, I'm a very, I wouldn't say stubborn person, but I'm extremely headstrong. So that important, like, that really makes me set my morals and values, and you can't defer from that. If you do, don't bother including yourself in my group of people. I fully agree what you said with relationships and all of that sort of thing. I mean, the minute I walk into a relationship, I sit down, I let them know, I'm like, this is what needs to be done. My morals and values start, this is what is expected from you. If I don't get any of this from you, or you break one of these things, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, but it should work vice versa.
Yes, but obviously what I give is what you give back. So when I walk into a relationship, the first 4 things I ask from you, I literally ask you for nothing else, no materialistic thing. You can take it and shove it where the sun don't shine. But honesty, trust, loyalty, and there was another one. Honesty, trust, loyalty, and humility.
Okay.
Because all 4 of those go hand in hand. Like, it's difficult being in a situation where you give everything, your trust, your loyalty, honesty, and you don't get any of that back. Just come from something like that. So it really is an eye-opener to realize how much you're asking for when they know what your morals and values are, and it feels like you're asking a lot from them when you do that. Whereas literally, I feel like those are the most important things, because that is your foundation to a relationship, whether it be with your partner, your husband, your sister, your family, your friends, doesn't matter who it's with. The most important values to have are your trust, your honesty, your loyalty, and humility, because those 4 things will keep your circle as small and as close as it needs to be. So if any of your friends don't have that, or they don't demand that from you, well, not demand it from you, but if they don't give that to you, you don't get it back, then it's not a friend, and it's not a partner, and it's not your other human being. You need to get rid of them, because without those, it's not going to end well for anyone, and it's the truth. Okay, next question.
my mom's just getting home, so the dogs are gonna make a bit of noise.
What are your fears?